Hello, I'm Jess, and my favourite part about Christmas is probably the food. I'm going to be talking about the shepherds. They were in the fields in Bethlehem when Jesus was born, and they went to go and see Jesus, and they were one of the first people to see Jesus as a child. I really like this because the shepherds would have been looked down upon in the society that they were in, and so they would have been seen as not very great because they were working in the fields with all the mud and the animals. And I think it's pretty cool that they were one of the first people that were able to see baby Jesus. And I think one of the things that bothers me slightly about this is that the shepherds, we never see what actually happens to them. They appear, they come to Jesus, and then they disappear. What happened to them? Well, I guess we'll never know. So I think one of the things we can learn from the shepherds is to not take too long in deciding, oh, should I do that? Should I not do that? Because they got up and they went. They went as soon as they heard that Jesus had been born in the stable and that he was there. And so they got up and they went immediately. Something that I think points us to what God is like is they were included. They were seen as not very good. They were seen as people who weren't honored by society, but they were still included by God and they were loved by him. And so they were one of the first people to be told about Jesus. It shows us about how God is inclusive, and he won't exclude people because they're poor or because they're not very they're not seen as good by society or, important. They weren't seen as important, but they were included anyway.